Ni hao, welcome to A Drop of Rain. I am Rain, and today I'm going to be talking about ATEEZ's new album, Fever. It is part one of a new series that they are creating. And if you're not familiar with ATEEZ, ATEEZ is a K-pop group under a small company called KQ Entertainment, and they are one of my favorite K-pop groups as well. And I hope you don't mind, but throughout this video, I'm going to be looking at some notes I have on my computer, like right down here, because I created notes so that my thoughts and my words will be more organized and so I can explain things better. I don't know why, but usually when I talk to the camera, there are things I forget or I get really disorganized and I don't like that anymore. So, new life. Anyway, so if you're not familiar with ATEEZ, they debuted last 2018 with 8 members. They are also a self-produced group. Their leader, Hongjong, produces all their stuff, and the other members are Songhwa, Yunu, Yosang, San, Mingi, Uyong, and Jongho. And they are very, very, very talented, and this album really surprised me, honestly speaking. I wasn't really planning to do a reflection on their album. I was actually about to film something else today, but after listening to the first introduction, which is an intro, Dear Diary 2016, 7/29, just July 29, 2016, I was so shocked and I decided to listen to the whole album right away, and then I just realized that it's a very good album. It needs to be promoted more. It deserves so much recognition, etc., etc. So I'm going to be reviewing the songs right now. I think currently there's like 1, 2, 7 songs. Okay, there are 7 songs, and I made bullet point notes on each of them. If you're unfamiliar, this is something that I really do for albums that I like. I have notes on a lot of albums, but the only one I released publicly was the Jackson Wang one. If you want to check it out, it's uploaded on my podcast on a lot of music platforms. A Drop of Rain. Just search A Drop of Rain and you'll find it. Anyway, so this is a new episode of A Drop of Rain, and it's gonna be both a video and a podcast, so you can listen to it on YouTube and whatever audio platforms. Anyway, so I just want to give you a few warnings before I actually start. First of all of these things are from my own thoughts and the way that I received the message as I listened to them. I don't want anyone correcting me, not like, no, this is not what ATEEZ meant, blah blah blah. Like, I know they have their own meaning. I'm just saying this is how I reflected and analyzed on my own. I know that ATEEZ has their own universe, their own world. They have this whole fan fiction thing going on. Like, they created their own fan fiction. But the thing is, I have trouble following it. You should know, like, since Say My Name with like the double persona thing, yeah, I've been having a lot of trouble keeping up. So if any ATEEZ wants to help me explain to me or send me threads or whatever, feel free to comment it down below. I appreciate the help because really I am lost. But lyric wise, I'm going to be saying this from my own thoughts, so don't correct me, please. And I also read the English translations from a site called genius.com. So if there's any mistakes from that site, it's not gonna be my fault. I just used their site as a reference because obviously I'm not Korean. I do not understand purely Korean lyrics, and I needed a reference, and I didn't use the YouTube lyrical translation ones because I like seeing my lyrics as a whole. Okay, and then yeah, I'm going to be focusing on the lyrics and the meaning of the song rather than the vocals. I mean, we already know, and you'll probably hear in the short previews that I'll be posting, that they are all vocally talented, they are amazing. So I'm not going to be talking about that anymore because I'm sure a lot of people are already talking about how amazingly talented they are. And yeah, they are a self-producing artist, so what more can I say, okay? So let's actually start. The first thing that you're gonna hear from the new album is this thing called Dear Diary 2016, and it's not actually a song, it's more like a narration of a little girl, and let me put in a short preview of that.
29th of July. Weather is clear. One adult asked me, "What is your dream?" as if my dream explained who I am. When I said I had no dream,
Okay, so that is a short preview. As you can see, it's just a girl narrating. And the first line, like the moment she said her first few lines, my attention was drawn. You know, like what she said, what is your dream? As if my dreams explained who I am. When I said I had no dream, the look on the adult's face was like to the child with no name. The look was so familiar to me, and I related to it very much. I've explained this in my other podcast before, but I am Chinese. Everyone in my family is either going to be a doctor, a lawyer, an architect, and as an art student, yeah, whenever people ask me, what course are you taking in college, I can see the look in their eyes when I tell them I'm a communication art and advertising student. It's not very common for people like me. Let me just say that. So that line, the look was familiar to me. I was like, oh my God, they understand. You know, that's my first thought. And I was like, oh, I think this album is going to be something I really relate to. And you know, like Asians, a lot of Asians will relate to this. Okay, and I like the voice that they use for this introduction. The voice was just so innocent, just like how they are going to be describing us. The way that ATEEZ described us and themselves is innocent the entire album, and I will get to that. So there's also this line, many books tell me, look at the stars in the night sky and becomes a person who shines bright like those stars. But the stars that I looked up in the sky did not shine at all. So I continued to walk, looking down on the floor. I think I also relate to this because it's like saying, oh, you will be able to live a happy life if you become a doctor, a lawyer. And this is the world right now. Like, look at it. It's a successful life if you choose this type of path. And you look at it, it's like, I just don't think I'm going to be happy. And I think that's what it meant when they say, looked up in the sky, did not shine at all. The stars did not shine. And I related to this so much. The next few lines is like, the child looked at me, like the narrator saw a child. The child looked at me with a bright smile and had a pure glow from its face, but it seems like this child had the same expression on its eyes as me. It's like saying, you're not alone. The narrator found the child who was hoping for something better, who was hoping for the stars to shine. But they were both in the same boat. They saw that the stars did not shine. And the reason for this is because they looked at it by themselves. Because the stars started shining when they were together. When they found the strength to stay together because they understood each other. They are not alone in the world. And after that, they were able to inspire other children to join them. And then when they became together, everything seemed better. The stars shine, the world is brighter, they seemed more hopeful as well. And I think it's because they're not alone. And I think that's very beautiful. So the conclusion that I wrote like a paragraph. There are many people like us. We aren't alone. We should know that and we should tell that. Then the world of those whose stars didn't shine will shine bright. It's like ATEEZ is telling us that they understand us. And they are with us, and they will be with us to see the stars shine bright together. And I italicized together because having people to relate to, knowing that you are not alone and then there's other people who will be able to help you, together is very, very powerful. Just like the line in that song said, but when the children banded together, when they weren't an eye and became an hour, the stars suddenly shine brightly. This was a narration of something that's very hopeful and I love it. Next thing we know, we transition to a song called Fever. Let me play a short preview right now. way, this song is really good. I love the melody. And I think that fever from this song doesn't actually mean sick in a bad way. I think that fever is a metaphor. Fever is something that is contagious. You know, when someone gets a fever, you shouldn't be in the same room as them unless you're like really strong, because you can get the fever from them as well. And let's get back to the introduction. Okay, the narrator said that there was a child who joined her, and after that, many children joined them also. So I think that's kind of like what the fever here is relating to. It explains how, because the strength of two children are there, a lot of people were inspired. In a way, their hope was contagious. And I think that's what fever is. Fever in this sense isn't negative, because it's the strength that they use to find each other, to help many more find where they belong. The melody of the song sounds very hopeful from the start, and it's an amazing transition from the narration. At narration, it's like, oh my god, I feel you, and then suddenly there's so much hope because of the melody, and I am all for it. It's like ATEEZ, this song, gave us a feeling of, I understand. Then the next song is like hope from all that understanding. I think this song is about describing our fear from the world. Okay, and I relate to this right now. This song came to me at a great time. I am almost on my thesis in college, and I am scared. I'm scared of the world because it's one of those things like, what if I realize I amount to nothing? What if I'm actually a useless human being? And it's scary. It's scary because it's how I was when I first got into college. It's like I've explained this in another podcast. Just please listen to it. It's like in high school, I was like, I'm amazing. In college, I'm not amazing. What if, the start of my adulting is like, I am nothing, and I'm scared. So I was able to relate this song so much. There are lyrics here that are called like, maybe we're living younger, that's why we're fever. Maybe we're living younger, that's why we're fever. Oh, I just repeated it. And then in the end, it's like, so I gotta let it go. And it says here, maybe we're living younger. And I don't think it refers to age at all. I think younger actually means innocent or child. Younger because we haven't seen what was on the other side. It's fear of crossing a path, the path that we do want to cross. It's just that we're afraid. And this fever song is all about that fear and telling you to, that last line, I gotta let it go. Gotta let it go, because you have to cross it. You have to see what's there. Okay, and yeah, younger in this sense just means we don't know much yet. We don't know. That's why we're afraid. We are afraid of what we don't know. So let's have strength, and let's share this strength with each other. This song actually sounds like a conclusion, like an ending, but I like how they made it the first track of this album after the narration. It's the type of song that you hear at the end of the movie when they reach a euphoric ending, but I like to think that by placing it at the beginning of the album, it is because it is the beginning from the end of our fear, the beginning of us forgetting the fear and going forward. And that's why I love this song. It is a very hopeful song. After Fever, we are suddenly transitioned to this song called Thanxx, and it's spelled weirdly, like THANXX. I love this song so much. Let me play a short preview so that you get an idea. Okay, so as you can see, I love that song, like, yeah. Like, I'm not sure with Koreans, but with Chinese, when we say like, yeah, it's like, yeah. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, oh my god. It's like, oh my god, in a very disappointing way, but it's funny. The last song was like a soft way to inspire people, because they're like, oh, you're afraid because you don't know what's gonna happen, but you want it, so you have to go for it. And then this song is like an aggressive way to get over your fear. The lyrics of this Thanxx is very aggressive. They're like telling you that if you don't get over the fear, then you're just disappointing. You know, the lyrics are like, you're gonna regret it. You will get it if you grow up more. That's why I think the lyrics from a while ago, which is the younger, is meant for experience and knowledge. It's because of this line. You will get it if you grow up more. Grow up meaning if you actually see it already, if you get over the fear and just get on that path, you will see what you want. You will see where you're headed because you're not stuck from the behind anymore. The song is like telling you that you will regret it very much if you do not get over your fear. There's some lines here saying like, same words every time, I'm sick and tired of it. No, it's like the Fever song is a good cop and this Thanxx song is a bad cop. They're both telling you to get over the fear, but Fever is telling you to get over your fears in a very nice way, and Thanxx is like, get over it, you wuss. Something like that. And I like that there's a line here like, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, and it's referencing to their old song called Say My Name, which is also an amazing song. Melody wise, this is very my type of song, and this is my favorite song from the album actually. And I also have to mention some of the lyrics that were there. It's like the lyrics go, we are another type, we are another baby. Each one of us has a different speed. We are all other baby. At first, I laughed at this song because of that meme. You know that Asian meme? I don't know if you're aware of it, but on Subtle Asian Trait, it's like, I'm baby. You know, it's like when you wanted to be taken care of. So I kind of laugh at this part because, you know, I was thinking of that. But then I realized what it actually means. It means like we are all relatively young and we are a baby because we're being afraid of the future. And we haven't even tried anything. We are a baby because we have no knowledge, we have no experience, and we still have a lot to learn. We are young. So yeah, I really like the sound of this track, and it really sounds like a title track to me. The next song is called To The Beat. Let me play a short preview before I start saying anything. This is, I found it funny to transition from Thanxx and then suddenly it's like to the beat, okay? It's like a sudden transition from a very angry song and then suddenly it's like a party song. I mean, this album is so wild. You know, that genre change is like wild. The first part of the lyrics literally tells you to dance, and I was actually shocked when HUUUGE came in because he was like whispering, you know, the sexy whispering style. And yeah, honestly, I will just try to explain the lyrics because the lyrics are really hard to comprehend for me because I don't know, I think it's because like it's all about party, but this is how I took the song and this is how I analyzed it. It's like we might not relate by blood, but we are family, we are together because we are the same, we are going the same way, and we will grow at the same time. This is my take on the song. It's like after getting over your fear and then you finally cross that path, it's like you're celebrating because yeah, we got over a fear, and it's that euphoric moment. It's a very euphoric moment at that time, and that's just it. This song is just about that euphoric moment after getting over the fear. Okay, and this song is really fun, and it seems like a party transition for the next song, like after that euphoria. It's like getting ready for the next one. This song is honestly not my type of song. I'm sorry, but this is not a song that I would listen to on a normal basis, but it's okay. It's a good transition because of the lyrics from the past one and the next one, so I can roll with the song, I guess. Like I would not say it's bad. It's just really not my type. It's about enjoying yourself before things get serious because the next song is very serious. And I will be moving on to the next one. It's called Inception. Inception is the first music video that they released. They released it yesterday actually, and I love this song a lot. So listen to this preview before I start saying anything. Okay, anyway, this is a very good title track and I love it. That's why the song To The Beat, even though I don't like it much, I like how it really prepared me for Inception. Okay, it's a party song, but then it's like, okay guys, time to get serious again, we gotta keep going. That's how the melody made me feel. Okay, so anyway, for the lyrics. After you pass your fears and you cross the path of the unknown with others who are just like you have now seen the light. Okay, so this is how I see the story. So imagine getting on an airplane. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of the song. The narration is being afraid to get on that airplane. Okay, and the airplane looks so scary if you're alone with it. But then so many people are like, okay, we're gonna be here with you. And then you see all these people who are gonna ride that airplane with you. And then suddenly the airplane looks so nice. It looks so fun, right? And then you have fever, which is because you're scared. You've never flown before. That's why you're scared. That's what fever is. And then you're afraid to get on, but then there are people telling you like, hey, it's okay to get on. And then there's Thanxx who's like, if you don't get on the plane right now, you're gonna regret it so much because we're going on an amazing trip. That's what Thanxx is. And then we have To The Beat is like when they're actually already on the plane. So they're like, yeah, we're on the plane. And then we have Inception is the time when you look out the window of the plane and it's a beautiful view of the clouds and the sun. And then you realize you do not have any regrets getting on that plane. You do not have any regrets getting over your fear of the plane. It's your first time flying and everything is so beautiful and you're in love. And I like how the start of the song Inception is, I am in love. That's the first lyrics. So you get on that plane, you see that view, you're in love, and then you don't regret it. You were once useless because, if you've never been on a plane before, you've obviously never seen that view from the window. And once you saw it, you're in love with it, and you made the right choice, you chose the right path. And because the view is beautiful, the sky is beautiful, the cloud is beautiful, the city looks so beautiful from up here, and then you see it down there, and you're like, the world seems bright and it seems hopeful. And I like this song in general because it seems very hopeful and exciting. Hopeful for a brighter future, exciting for what lies ahead. Because a lot of exciting things are about to happen. The melody of this song is really catchy and amazing, and I love it. And I know I said I wasn't going to talk about the vocals, but the vocals of the song is a must. Please listen to this full song. Well, you gotta listen to the full album actually, but yeah. And then after this, we have the next track, which is called Good Little Boy. I love it. I love the titles of the song, by the way. So let me play a short preview before I start. Okay, anyway, that was a preview for Good Little Boy. And the beginning of this song, it sounds like the real beginning of the story. A while ago, it was, like I said, the story, right? It's all just about getting on the plane. Good Little Boy is like the beginning of the actual journey. After you see the light, you sit there and you realize, oh my God, there's so many things I have to do. I just got on the plane, and then what? Then you realize you have to work for it. Okay, so this is just the preparation to get on the path, and that is what I got from the melody. Okay, so the first melody that we had, Fever, it sounded like an ending, right? This Good Little Boy is the beginning of the story. It just really sounds like the beginning for me, and this is where you start walking the path that you just entered. So it's the perfect for the beginning of a new adventure. So there's a lyric here. It says, hey little boy, why you look down? Look straight ahead. it's flaring up. Because, you know, when you're on a plane and then you realize, oh, there's so many things that I have to do when I get down, when the plane lands. Because we can't just get to the fun land, to the vacation land, to the amazing land without doing work. Okay, you have to do something. You have to work hard on the path that you were on to get to the final destination. And then you realize that. And then you suddenly seem sad. But then this song, ATEEZ, is like telling you, encouraging you to keep going, keep looking straight ahead. It's gonna be hard, but we're gonna get there. And I think that's what this song is about. It's like an encouragement to walk harder. And then there's parts of the lyrics that's like, the bang of a bullet, the pick of a thorn, the pang of a lightning and a gust of wind. Everything is just a moment, baby. Hold on to your senses. And they're saying that they're gonna be here for you no matter what life throws at you. It's gonna be hard and you're gonna be knocked down so many times. But you have to keep going. You have to be encouraged to keep going. And this song is reminding you that there are people right beside you who are gonna help you do it. It's like, no matter what they throw at you, the challenges that they give you, just keep going, just be strong. You made a good decision to enter that plane. Now you make sure you stay on it and don't let anyone tell you to jump from that plane. It's crazy. Don't let the world stray you from the path that you are walking on. The song is very inspiring and it really gives a good message of stay strong, you're doing good, keep going. And I love this song. And then for the last song, okay, this song is in English. I was shocked when I was listening to it because, you know, I listen to songs with my eyes closed and just, yeah, feel it, reflect on it. And this song is called One Day at a Time. Let me play a short preview of the song before I continue saying things about it.
If you're a bit scared, you're living on edge. It's how to escape your worries. If you wanna hide, you're losing your mind. You gotta lean on somebody. I'll be there somebody for ya. Doesn't matter, don't matter. When you're feeling under pressure, say the word, I'll be there.
Okay, anyway, that's the preview of the song. It's so beautiful. Honestly, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna say it straight. I almost teared up, like cried because of this song. Okay, this song is a very good ending for this album. It's the last song. And the song before this, which is Good Little Boy, it's like telling you to be strong and keep fighting. But, you know, just because people tell you to be strong doesn't mean that you are actually able to be strong. You're going to be doubting yourself a lot. You're going to be, okay, what if I can't be strong? What if I can't do this? And then you feel like you're losing hope. And then this song reminds you that you are not alone and you are stronger together. Just like the word I kept italicizing on this entire document, together is important because success means nothing if you are alone. The lyrics made me very emotional because this is ATEEZ telling us to lean on them. And I like the effort that they made it in English. You know, it's a message for all the fans. This is very effort to sing in a language that you're not very familiar with. I know HUUUGE is good in a way in his English, but you know, singing and rapping in English is a whole different level, and I appreciate this effort. So there's this lyrics here, and it's like, till we're free to meet up for coffee and a smile, see you on the other side. The song is like saying that it's okay that you're having a hard time now. It's okay that you're having some kind of doubt. It's okay that you're feeling down. But we're all working hard together. We are together. In the end, it'll all be worth it. When we reach the light, when we are all together on the other side. We are on the plane right now. We're working, and when we get down there, we're gonna work hard. And when we get there, we'll be there together. I like the song, especially because the lyrics, it doesn't sound like some cheesy romantic love song. No, this song is very sincere, and it's a song that seems like you have a great friend who's cheering you on. It's like the message of ATEEZ is lean on me. You know, it's a song that gives you a healthy type of relationship, and with this song, it's like you're cheering each other on. The lyrics are just very sincere. You can feel the sincerity, and I wanted to cry because it was like, oh, someone believes in me. someone is going to be here with me. I don't feel alone. It's a very inspiring song and a really amazing way to end part 1 of this album. So the lyrics here, 'cause in life sometimes we need a helping hand. You'll be alright, just take it slow, one day at a time. And I don't think I need to explain that lyrics anymore. You feel that. If you're feeling the same way I do, if you relate and you're scared of doing something new, of going on a new chapter in your life, then you know what that line will mean to you once you've heard it. Okay, so in conclusion, I think this album is very relatable. It's about like I've been saying the entire time, it's like starting a new chapter in your life, trying something new, doing something that you don't know yet, you have no knowledge of, and you're about to enter it, and you just need a little push. It's very hopeful because it's like if you're working hard and you're with the people that you love, then you will get there with a smile. You will get to that place, and it's just beautiful. So it's very hopeful, and it makes me feel not alone. Like I said, I've been saying this over and over again the entire time. Together, okay? And it's like I found a friend in ATEEZ. Like I don't know them personally, but this album makes me feel like we're friends, and then I can depend on them to inspire me. And I'm sure that they also depend on ATEEZ to inspire them. I mean, this is only part 1, and I believe that this is part 1 because this is all about getting on that plane. This is all about getting over your fear to start your life and realizing everything, but nothing has actually been done yet. There's no action taken. And this is important. Like you'd think that, oh, nothing happened yet, must be pretty boring, but no. You know the amount of effort it takes for someone to be strong to try something, the amount of effort it takes to be inspired enough to do something. It takes a lot of effort. That's why the effort of this entire album, the meaning of this album, it's very good. And I really applaud ATEEZ for being to share this type of message. It's loud, concise, clear, and just downright amazing. And this album deserves a lot. It really does. I recommend it so much. It's the beginning of all our journey together. ATEEZ, ATEEZ, for new attainees, and for everyone who is about to go on a new adventure. And that is my review of ATEEZ's new album, Fever. Please listen to it. It's really worth it. If you need to be inspired, this is the album for you. So I'm excited to see the part 2 of this, because this is an exciting story. These are all parts of my thoughts. They don't have to be what ATEEZ means, but the thoughts and reflection that I had are thoughts that are able to help me, and I hope they are thoughts that would be able to help other people as well and inspire other people. And yeah, stan ATEEZ. Please also support my podcast. There's going to be a podcast version of this, and yeah, I will link all the podcast link down below, and also listen to my other stuff on Off a Drop of Rain. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.